Happy New Year, welcome back to my channel. I get asked all the time, what are my 2024 real estate predictions? And this video is going to answer all of those questions. And who am I? My name is Dyson from eXp Realty. I'm a realtor who helps first-time homebuyers and sellers navigate the real estate market and help them leverage real estate to better their future. Before we dive into my predictions for 2024, let's recap what happened in 2023. First note is that the Bank of Canada actually did 3 different interest rate hikes, which definitely dampened the buying power for first-time homebuyers in the market. We also saw that those who got their mortgage approvals in 2020, 2021, during the pandemic that had the super low rates were now up for refinancing, which has cost them to re-navigate and to recheck out the budget book to see if they could still afford this property that they once did in 2020 or 2021. Because this refinancing came back so expensive, we were seeing people jump $2,000, $3,000 a month, and this was a direct cause of the increase of inventory. And if you've been following the real estate market, you probably know that in 2022, 2021, we were all complaining about low inventory. And this new mortgage rate, kind of renewal period, really increased that inventory. We actually shifted in 2023 Q4 from a seller's market to a full-on buyer's market. Something else that we noticed is that everybody was talking about affordability and the housing market. We saw all levels of government add different legislation to help first-time homebuyers and first-time sellers navigate the market. We saw incentives added to the portfolio for first-time homebuyers, like the first-time homebuyers savings account, which helps millennials just like you to use your savings in a tax-free way to be able to pay down that deposit of your first property. Something else to call out is that we saw a decrease in pre-construction, and this was largely due to just the cost of goods, wood, lumber, appliances. With that inflation, we saw a really big increase, so that slowed down the developers and their projects. At the tail end of 2023, we actually saw a decrease in fixed mortgages. And this was really advantageous for first-time homebuyers. For example, I have a client who basically bought in 2 different markets. So from the point of getting her accepted offer to actually locking in her rate, she was able to monitor the market and actually take advantage of 2 rate cuts on the fixed mortgage. And this has been super impactful because her buying power had gone up astronomically and she had already secured a contract at the old market rate. So this client really truly won at the end of 2023. So now that we have a little bit of context of what happened in 2023, let's dive into my 2024 predictions. Number 1 prediction is that we are going to see a wave of more buyers who bought in that pandemic at the super low rate of like 1 to 2%. They're gonna be coming up for renewal, which is going to increase our inventory, which is really great for our first-time homebuyers because that means less competition for you in the market, but it also means that we need to be ready with a full marketing plan for our sellers. Something else that we have economists predicting for 2024 is that in Q2, we do predict that the Bank of Canada will start to cut their interest rates, which will increase buying power and really help the affordability of homes in the Toronto West area. So after Q1, we believe that we're going to start to see more action from our buyers, which naturally is going to drive up price. I believe that once we see a rate lower than 5%, the floodgates are going to be opened, and with that amount of competition, we can confidently predict that prices may also increase in Q2 and Q3 of 2024. Is this the bottom of the market? Is this the best time to buy? And I truly don't believe that we are going to see the bottom or a crash in 2024. And this is largely due to those mortgage rates that will be coming up for refinancing in 2024 and 2025. Now, if they were to refinance in 2023, they would have been competing with the increases that the Bank of Canada was making. However, we know that after Q2 of 2024, we most likely will start to see some rate cuts, which is going to make the affordability a little bit better for those refinancing. We know that the government is committed to building more homes for more residents of Ontario. So because of these two major pillars, in conjunction with the amount of immigration that is coming into Ontario, I do not believe that this is the bottom of the real estate or that the real estate market is crashing. Now you know a little bit more about my 2024 real estate predictions. I want to give you some advice on how you can navigate the real estate market in 2024 with success. So if you are a first-time home buyer looking to enter the market, my first and most important piece of advice is to build a team of professionals around you. Not just your realtor, but shopping your mortgage rate is going to be super, super important. Having a lender who can navigate the market or can predict what's going to happen could save you thousands and thousands of dollars monthly. Buyers are also going to want to have a lawyer in their back pocket because we want to make sure that you are taken care of from start to finish legally in the process. And then of course, you're going to want to hire a realtor who works in the neighborhood or the market that you're looking to move to. We're going to notice in 2024 that there is going to be a lot of micro markets. So maybe in Toronto, specifically Toronto West, we're gonna see maybe more inventory than Toronto East. So having a realtor that is based in the neighborhood or the community that you're wanting to move is going to be imperative to your success. Also, don't be afraid to purchase a home or a condo that needs a little bit of work. We are gonna notice in 2024 that the properties that are not fully turnkey are gonna have less competition and most likely more days on the market, which gives you, as the buyer, a little bit more of an advantage of getting a deal. All right, sellers, I couldn't forget about you. My biggest recommendation for you is to hire a full service real estate team that can get you from listing prep all the way to closing. Gone the days where a realtor can just throw a sign up in the front lawn and throw your listing on MLS and it just sells for itself. You truly want to have a team of marketers that are going to hold your property to the highest regard and get the most eyeballs and ideally the highest price. Speaking of price, pricing is going to be imperative in 2024. Entering the market at the right price is going to truly be what makes or breaks your time in the market. Now, as a reminder, the list price is just part of the marketing. So a list price doesn't necessarily mean that's what you will take it for, but we want to be able to enter the market in a place where the most eyes are going to come to your property. In some markets, this could be listing lower than ideal. In some other markets, this could be listing higher, or it could be right on par. But that will really change based off of your neighborhood, your building, and even your community within the Toronto West area. Having a real estate professional on your side will help navigate that pricing strategy. And if you are curious to know what I would do for the pricing strategy of your home, then please send me a DM and I can send you a CMA, which is a comparative market analysis, which takes the data from your neighborhood or your micro market, which could be your condo building, and it really gives you all of the information on market value and how you would enter the market. Now, I could spend hours with you sharing what I think is gonna happen in 2024 and tell you when the right time to buy real estate is, but the true fact is the best time to buy or sell real estate is when you are ready and you have the support in place that you need. Now, lots of information today, and I wanted to compile all of this information and put it into a really easy, simple guide that you can navigate for totally free. There's a link below that will link you to my buyer and seller's guide for 2024, which will give you all of the information that you possibly need to navigate this market in Toronto. I hope that you found this video helpful, and if you find value in content like this, please subscribe, like, and if you want to see a little bit more behind the scenes, the day in the life, please go follow me on Instagram at jdysonrealty, and I'll see you next week.